Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, you are hearing me?
जी प्रभु जी.
Okay. So should we begin?
जी प्रभु जी.
Yeah. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गौर गोविंद गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज नमः. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज नमः. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चादेशतारिणे. जय जय श्री गुरुदेव, जय श्री प्रभुपाद. Are you hearing me?
जी प्रभु जी.
Yeah. Audible. This man. So the last class, last time, where we stopped, anyone can just remind.
We are reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 17 to verse 30.
Yeah. So what was the content?
About soul, its dimension, its size, what is nature of the
Yes,
soul.
very
size
good.
of soul.
Yeah, it's very good. So within this 11 to 30, second chapter, 11 to 30, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, beautifully explaining about the position of the soul, dimension of the soul, the character of the soul. So we get a lot of information from the second chapter. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the second chapter is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Why he said so? Meaning is that in the second chapter it is established by the Lord that we are not material objects. We are not, the self is spiritual, and the essential knowledge is that we are all living entities, living persons. This body is matter and the self is spirit. Sometimes some people may see that mind as the self, mind intelligence as the self, and some gross people, those who are having gross knowledge, they may say this body is the self. Those who are little developed, they may feel that mind and intelligence is the self. But here, within the verse 11 to 30, it is clearly mentioned, self is spiritual entity. Okay, Shambhir, are you hearing me?
जी प्रभु.
Yeah. So now we will discuss that even simply knowing that I am a soul, I am a spirit soul, is not enough. knowing that I am a living force, I am a living entity, I am a living. Living means life. Has symptoms. Life is not just like matter. Life has symptoms. What is that symptom? What is there is life? That is a symptom.
Consciousness.
Can you say what is the consciousness? Okay, consciousness. Okay, but conscious when its object is conscious, then what happens? Can you say some object is conscious?
It has feelings. The pain feel, pleasure feel.
Yes. Yes. Willing, feeling, desiring. Three things are there. Willing, feeling, desiring. So, a life cannot stay just like matter. Matter has no willing, no feeling, no desiring. A water bottle you may have, it has no capacity to will freely, think freely, desire freely. But a living entity has the capacity to have these three things: willing, feeling, desiring. This is where we can come to the conclusion. This willing, feeling, desiring coming from the consciousness, means living entity. So living entity, we have to know more about the living entity, how the living entity have willing, feeling and desiring. So when we come to think or come to understand the living entity has willing, feeling, desiring, then it is a fact that it must be a person. It must be a person. But without personality, without individual identity, so it cannot have willing, feeling, desiring. So this way we'll go on discussing all that. So just see, just concentrate on verse number 31. Read out.
Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principles, and so there is no need for hesitation.
Yeah. The Lord is saying, reminding Arjuna that, oh Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. Your entire job is to fight for the righteous cause. They are Kshatriyas, they are kings. Kings are actually the representatives of the Supreme Lord. When the kings lost that consciousness, then the kingdom, the kings, if what you say, autocracy, that type of administration started to crumble. And the kings, you may sometime read in the history, the kings were very cruel. The kings were very giving pain to the subjects. They are extracting wealth from the subjects, giving punishment, harassment to the subjects. So actually, all these things were in the Vedic civilization. Some kings like Bena was like this, and the king like Kansa was like this. King like or remote past Hiranyakashipu was like this. But you have also names of Maharaj Yudhishthir, Maharaj Parikshit Maharaj, and Dhruva Maharaj. There are so many kings were in past. Even recently we have in Puri we had during Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king Prataparudra. They were all very befitting kings. They were not tormenting the subject. They were ruling according to the instruction of the Shastras. So this way, the King Srila Prabhupada says kingship is good. But the king has to be qualified. The king must be qualified in Krishna consciousness. So what is that Krishna consciousness? That I am a living entity. I am a soul. I am a living entity, life, part and parcel of supreme life, that is Krishna. So living entity has connection with Krishna. So this life, when we understand that I am a life, I have a willing, feeling, desiring. And to have willing, feeling, desiring, necessary thing is that you have to act. Understand? Sambit?
Prabhuji, again repeat please. I cannot understand.
So, you have to hear. So, what I say, wanted to say, this willing, feeling, desiring, right? Of the character of the soul is willing, feeling, desiring. That can be only fulfilled when we have action. Right? Unless we have action, how we go for fulfilling our desires? We can will, we can desire something, how to fulfill it? So we need to have action, we need to act. So now you see, first phase was the ignorance of Arjuna. Arjuna was ignorant, was playing ignorant, not ignorant. He was playing ignorance. Then he expressed his ignorance in such a way that at last he said, I will not fight. Then what he said, I am confused, I am surrendering. Then what happened? Krishna chastised him that you are lamenting for that for which no intelligent people lament for it. Because the soul is beyond your scope of killing, hurting, all that. So you cannot destroy the soul. Soul is immutable. Soul cannot be burned by fire, cannot be wet by water, cannot be blown away by air. Soul is completely spiritual. So now this willing, feeling, desiring, the character of the soul, and that comes to make us understand that soul has action. The living entity is active. In other words, say, living entity is active. Action. Concentrate on this word, action. Right? For example, action. For example, we are eating. We are sleeping. We are mating. We are defending. We are earning money. We are playing games. We are doing so many activities. Okay? Sambir?
Ji, Prabhu.
So, if this question, the simple question, would be asked to a person who was very active playing tennis and he won the World Cup tennis. The person, when a person is dead, the dead body is lying, why that person is coming up and playing the game? He was so active that he was a world champion. But the same body is lying dead. We said dead. And radio, television, they say, so and so Mr. X, Y, Z passes away. But question is that, who passed away? Body is lying. Body is here. He may be very famous man, or he may be a beggar pauper. He may be a very opulent king or a very poor fellow. So the body is lying. So this is the people, those who don't understand this simple thing, simple fact, they are called ignorant. They are in a mode of passion and ignorance. Purely actually saying in the mode of ignorance. So here, Lord is saying that, O Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. And the job of a Kshatriya is to fight. Fight for the righteous cause. And you have all the reasons to fight. You are completely in righteous path. You are a Kshatriya. You are fighting for your right. And then there is no point of considering going back. That is why Arjuna, Lord is saying that, O Arjuna, don't hesitate and fight. Before that, Lord has already cleared it that you cannot kill anyone. You can kill the body. Body can be slain. And if you don't kill the body, or no, someone says, I will not kill the body. The one time will come, this time factor will kill the body. Body will be finished. If not today, tomorrow, body will be finished. But essence is that right now, when we are living, we must act. Because living means act. And action, this action, what we do, what we think, how we move, whatever, the action, actually this action makes us bondage, bring into liberation. This action, due to this action, we come to bondage, and due to this action also, we become liberated. Follow me?
Ji Prabhu.
Yeah. So, this action is a must. Because life is there, action is a must. A person who is a live person, living person, he cannot say that I will not act. Impossible. Only a dead person can say, cannot act. But a life means definitely act. What does when this living entity, when gets its human form of life, human body, then all these topics are going to be vividly discussed by the person. But any other birds, animals, they cannot discuss all of these things. But when the living entity gets the human form of life, after evolving all kinds of species, going through all kinds of species, when the human beings, the living entity comes to get this human form of life, then all these things are being discussed. Here Arjuna, Lord is saying that, O Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. By your profession, you are a Kshatriya. So you have every job to fight, every right to fight. Fight for the right cause. Okay? Clear?
Yes,
so action, Arjuna, that means Krishna is asking Arjuna to act.
Fight for the right cause.
Got it? What Lord is asking Arjuna?
Ji Prabhu. Fight for the right cause.
Fight means what?
To act for the right cause.
Act. Yeah. Action. What is that? Fight means what?
Action for the right cause.
Simply say action.
Ji Prabhu.
Right? Action.
Ji Prabhu.
So this action means, in other words, you can say karma. Okay?
Ji Prabhu.
Yeah. You can act through your mind. You can simply sit one place and putting your mind, you can play with your computer, doing lot of your official jobs and all that. Many people in this COVID time, many people are sitting at home and working from the home through their laptop, their electronics devices. And some people also going to the field working with their physical labor. So this way, anyone, you can see everyone, someone is active through his physical labor, someone active is through his mind, someone is active through his mind and intelligence. This way, everyone is active. Everyone is involved in action. Understand? Clear? So Arjuna is being asked now, go for action. That is fighting. For Arjuna, action means fighting. For Arjuna, action means fighting, because Arjuna was a Kshatriya. His constitutional job is to give protection to the people, fight for the right cause, as a Kshatriya, as a king, as a representative of Maharaj Yudhishthir. So he has to act as a Kshatriya, right? So first be clear about this point. What I'm trying to make it, that action. This action is very important. Action means life. Action comes from life. Action comes from life. Action comes from consciousness. When there is consciousness, there is life. When there is life, there is consciousness. When there is consciousness, there is action. Is it clear? Yeah. So this way, Arjuna is being asked to go for action, fight. Next.
Page 32. O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of heavenly planets.
Yeah. So here, Arjun, Lord is saying that, O Arjun, you are a Kshatriya. If you fight, suppose when you are fighting with your opponent, you may be killed. Or you kill the opponent. Either of it may happen. You may kill or be killed. So when you are killed in fighting for your right cause, that is action. That is action. I'm slowly saying so that you can understand. So fighting for the right cause, Arjuna was asked to fight for the right cause, and while fighting with the opponent, if he is killed, then because he was fighting for the right cause, it was not a sinful act. He was fighting for the right cause. He will get promoted. Right? Promoted to the higher planets. You can see in our planet also, sometime when a soldier fight for the country, suppose he is killed on the battlefield, then after posthumously we give him Paramveer Chakra. He is no more, he is dead. Still we honor him. So it is a material example. But spiritually, Lord is saying that once you are acting, try to understand. You are fighting means you are acting. You are acting for a right cause. What are the right causes? We will discuss later on. Many people may describe right cause in different ways. One may say, this is my right cause. One may say, this is my right cause. So the right causes may differ. But here we have to take what Krishna says, the Supreme Lord says. What is right cause? That we will discuss a little later. Now you have to understand. Engaged in action in right cause, then he will be next, he will be promoted. Okay? And if he own the opponent, he kill the opponent, then what will happen? He will enjoy the kingdom. He will enjoy everything. So this way, both way, O Arjun, you are not going to lose anything. If you are going to win, then you get the higher kingdom, your earthly kingdom. When you are going to lose the battle and be killed, then you get the higher kingdom. It's better than this earthly one, the heavenly planets. So this way, both way you are going to get. Okay?
जी प्रभु।
Next. Next. 33.
Text 33. If,
Yeah.
however, you do not perform your religious duty of fighting, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter.
Yeah. Lord is saying again that if you don't fight, then you will incur sin. Here, Lord is saying, "Oh Arjun, you fight." Fighting means, "Oh Arjun, you act. You act for the right cause." As a Arjuna, as a Kshatriya, that action is fighting. Getting me? For example, this action, suppose a Brahman is there, action for the right cause, Brahman means we worship Lord Krishna. Okay? So this way, this differs. As a Kshatriya, Lord is saying that if you don't fight for the right cause, that means if you don't act for the right cause, you will be incurring sin. And Arjuna was very afraid of committing sin. In the first chapter, Arjuna argued so much beautifully that I will not incur sin by killing these people. But Lord is here saying that if you don't act, if you don't fight, then you will incur sin. If you fight, you will not incur sin. Because your action as a Kshatriya for the right cause is your right. It is your right. Okay? It is your right to fight. And fighting, if you are killed, you get the higher kingdom. If you are living, then you get the earthly kingdom. And here he is saying, Lord is saying that if you don't fight, that is Swadharma. If you give up your Swadharma as a Kshatriya is to fight for the right cause. If you give your Swadharma, then you are incurring sin. Okay? Got it?
जी प्रभु जी।
Yeah. It is your duty. It is your duty. Yeah? As a Kshatriya, it is a duty. Your action must be for the right cause, right action. And if you don't do that, then you are incurring sin. Okay? Clear?
जी प्रभु।
Yeah. Any question?
प्रभु जी सेठी डाउट थिला माने you do not perform your religious duty of fighting, but religious duty टा माने सेठी एक्सप्लेन कर दो।
Fighting. The religious duty is fighting as a Kshatriya, fighting.
the religious टा यूज है
Religious as a Kshatriya, his religious duty is to fight for the right cause. That is religion. For a Brahmana, religion is to worship the
God.
Lord.
God.
For a Vaishya, religion is staff protection and
Business.
banking,
Thank you.
business. For a Shudra, helping others, assisting others. This is religion. This is Varnashram system.
Oh, Ji bro, Ji bro.
Got it?
Ji bro,
This is Varnashram system, okay?
Ji bro.
Now you are not a Vaishnava, write it. We are not discussing about Vaishnavism.
No.
Don't keep in your mind that you are a Vaishnava, nothing like that.
No.
We are discussing from the very beginning of ignorance. We are beginning from ignorance that I don't know.
Anything.
I was declining to fight. Then Krishna said, no, you have to fight. Then Arjuna, out of ignorance, argued so many ways, then surrendered. Then Lord gave the knowledge that you cannot kill because here there are all separate souls. Now we are coming, discussing about the action. So go step by step. Don't think you are a Vaishnava. Once you think you are a Vaishnava, then everything is finished. So first you have to come down to the very basic level. You come down to a very general level. Then only you can understand. Okay? Because Arjuna was behaving as a general person, not as a pure devotee of the Lord. Because he was acting on behalf of the general, a general man, a gentleman. So here, Lord is saying that. Okay, clear?
Ji bro.
Any more question?
No bro.
So let's go next.
Text 34. People will
Yeah.
always speak of your infamy, and for a respectful person, dishonor is worse than death.
So Lord is saying that if you don't fight, if you don't act for the right cause, if you don't act for the right cause, that is you're fighting for your kingdom, you are a Kshatriya, your kingdom has been snatched away by someone else. So then if you don't do that, then what will happen? You will incur in pain. That means you have lot of famous. You are fame. You are famous for your fighting, for the cause, right cause. You are as a warrior. You are very famous, O Arjun. But people will say, oh, Arjun is not a fighter. Arjun is a coward. Arjun was afraid, very fearful man. Arjun was not a fighter. So this time of infamy is worse than death. Understand? Death is not very big thing for a gentleman. But when a gentleman, when a person who was fame, when that fame is disturbed, that is the real thing a person is worried about. When a gentleman, when a Vaishnava, or a gentleman is going to die, then he may not be worried so much, because everyone has to die. But when fame goes out, that is very dangerous thing for a famous person. He feels like as good as death. That means he dies every moment when his fame is gone. So Lord is saying, oh Arjun, when your fame will go away, people will see that you are not a fighter, you are a coward, then how you can enjoy it, how you can tolerate it? Got it?
Ji bro.
Next.
Text 35. The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant.
Yeah. So once you say, I will not fight, then your opposition, they will not say that Arjun, out of a beautiful consideration, out of a Vaishnava consideration, out of compassion. He is such a gentleman, out of compassion, he said, I will not fight. So thereby you are not going, your opposition is not going to praise you. Your opposition is not going to praise you, your opposition is not going to give you fame for your this so-called righteous cause what you are arguing for. Your opposition will say that Arjuna is a coward. He came to the battlefield, especially Duryodhana will say that Arjuna is a coward. He came to the battlefield and saw the army of Kauravas, then Arjuna was afraid. That is why Arjuna is saying that I will not fight. He is very afraid of his death. He is a coward. He is not at all a warrior. So these things your opposition will say. They will not praise you, rather they will criticize you. So thereby what happens? It will be, they will consider you as very insignificant. Whereas Krishna indirectly saying that, O Arjuna, you are not insignificant. You are a great personality, you are a great fighter, you are great in many ways. So your prime job is to act. Fight means act. Always say act. Fight is very easy word now. Don't say fight. Say act. Action. Because action is the symbol of consciousness. Right? Now Arjuna, act. Act means fight. Protecting the interest of the subjects. That is the prime cause a Kshatriya acts upon. You understand what I am saying?
जी प्रभु जी.
Sambit?
जी प्रभु जी.
ना उड़िया को आसबी इंग्लिश उड़िया को आसबी की इंग्लिश बोलो कि बुझियो नहीं.
नो प्रभु.
ठीक अच्छी.
जी प्रभु.
Okay. The great generals who have highly esteemed your name, जो माने बड़ बड़ जो योद्धा माने जो माने तुम नाम को सम्मान रो सहित ग्रहण करंती, से माने वर्तमान आउ सम्मान देबे नाही. They will not give you respect. They will consider you as a coward. से तुमको जने भयालु व्यक्ति बोली प्रचार करिवे. जोटा कि तुमको सह्या पई बड़ कष्ट होइजो. You will be they will accept you as very insignificant. Whereas Lord is saying that, Lord Bhavan कहु चाहते, O Arjuna, you are not insignificant. You are not insignificant. You are a very great person. You are a very great warrior. You are very, very qualified person, O Arjuna. Don't allow your opposition to speak like this or criticize you like this. Okay? That means act. O Arjuna, please act. Please fight. You have to fight, O Arjuna. Act in right direction, right cause. Okay? Next.
Text 36. Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you?
Yeah. Lord is saying that your enemy will describe you in many unkind words. तुम्हारे जो मैंने शत्रु माने, they will scorn you. ସେମାନେ तुमको घृणा करिवे एवं तुमको कठोर शब्द व्यवहार करिवे, तुम विरुद्धरे कठोर शब्द व्यवहार करिवे, जोटा कि तुम पे सह्या बहुत कष्ट होइजो. Because you are naturally a great fighter. Arjuna naturally is a great fighter. When you will not fight, or Krishna is saying that you will not fight, you will not show your might, You will not show your expertise in fighting. You will not defeat the unrighteous people. You are not defeat the your opposition camp. You will run away from the war. You will run away from the fighting. Then they will just spread infamy against you, and this will be very painful for you. So it is always better, O Arjun, you take up your bow, Gandhi bow, and fight for the right, fight for the cause as a valiant warrior. Let them see how Arjun is great, how Arjun is strong, how Arjun is expert in warfare. Okay? Then they will respect you. Okay? That respect is your essence. Without that respect, you cannot live. Okay? Next.
Text 37. O son of Kunti,
Yes.
either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight.
Again read.
O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight.
What do you understand? Tell me.
So, Krishna kହୁଛନ୍ତି, either Arjun will fight and die and attain heavenly kingdom and enjoy there in the heavenly kingdom, or he will enjoy, or if he will conquer his enemy, he will enjoy the earthly kingdom, that his Hastinapur kingdom with his family. So with determination, stand up and fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good. Good understanding. So, hato va prapyasi shorgam hitva va bhokshare mahim tasmat utishta kaunteya juddhaya krita nishchaya. It's a very important sloka. So, if you are defeated, you will get the higher kingdom. If you win, you will enjoy here. Either way, you are going to enjoy. So, what is the reason of lamenting? What is the reason of going back? Okay? Next.
Text 38. Do fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat, and by so doing you shall never incur sin.
Okay. Arjun had one argument. He had 5 arguments, right? One argument was, I will incur sin. अर्जुन जो जुक्ति सब देखैथिले से जुक्ति भितर गोटे जुक्ति थिला कोन जे मो पाप करिवि एमान सब मारी की ताले मो पाप करिवि राइट Lord is saying here thou fight for sake of fighting thou fight for the sake of fighting without considering happiness or distress. O Arjun, fight without considering whether you are going to win it or you are going to lose it. Right? So, for example, as a student, you have to simply study nicely. Okay? So, you have to be sincere, you have to study, you have to clear all your doubts. When you are sincere in your study, then definitely you will get better result. You may get, suppose your 100 is full mark, you may get 99, you may get 98, you may get 97, you may get 95, or 92, 91, 90 something, right? Suppose you say, if I don't get 99, then I'll commit suicide. Suppose one student says that if I don't get admission in a certain college, then I'll commit suicide. Then what will happen? Or his parents put pressure on him that you have to get 98, you have to get 98% to get admitted into that college. So that what happens? The student goes into stress. से पाठ कौन पढ़िबो से चिंता करी करी पागल है. So here that is why this sloka is very important. For a student, every student, this way, every worker, every student, actually saying everyone, for everyone, this sloka is important. That we have to simply work. You have to simply work for the right cause, not keeping in the mind that I'll lose or I'll win. Okay? Understand, Sambit? Yeah. So victory or defeat? You see, defeat is not painful. If you have fought the war with all nice efforts. Suppose you are in an exam, it's just like a fighting. Your exam is just like a war declaration. Suppose you didn't get 98%. So that is no reason to be discouraged. Because you tried your best, give your best, and got a result. This way, if you go on, definitely you will get success in your life. But if you get frustrated, if you just fix a target, that means if you have a particular desire, then that will cause you trouble. So, but the fact is that you have to simply work. That means you have to, as a student, you have to study. As a soldier, you have to fight. As a devotee, one has to execute devotion with only understanding that I'll give my best, result will be given by the Lord. So defeat and success, victory and defeat, both are good for a person who actually gave his best. Because sometimes you may get defeated. Suppose as a warrior, as a Kshatriya, you are fighting, your opponent is a very strong one, somebody defeated you. But I can give another example. Suppose Indian hockey team is fighting against Australian hockey team. You know, Australian hockey team is strong one. But Indian hockey team was defeated. Do you think Indian hockey team should stop playing game?
No, bro. No, bro.
Why no? So this defeat should encourage them. That this time I am defeated, I must try my best, again try and win. So this way, defeat is always not bad. Failure is not always bad. But failure is painful, or you can say failure is despicable when a person is not trying his best. He is not giving his best. That time when he fails, that is not acceptable, that is abominable, because he didn't try even. We should not think about it. We should not cry for it. We should not give any attention to it, because he didn't try for it. Right? So in the battlefield, suppose you as a fighter, he fights with his might and is defeated, is killed, is not going to lose anything. This is the whole thing Lord is going to explain from Sloka 11 to 30. 11 to 30, that fight, there is no death for the soul. O Arjun, 11 to 30, you can write down, 11 to 30. Sloka number 11 to 30. The essence of Lord's instruction is that fight, there is no death to the soul. Okay? We end here. Any question?
तो से थिला रो डिजायर करिवन केमती को माने धर if we want, suppose I want to qualify GATE and to get a good job, so I should desire that I should get that job, that particular type of job. से हिसाब रे मते तापरे माने पढिबार पडिबो सेति समय दबा पडिबो पढाउ परे.
Yeah.
तो desire ता distress.
Absolutely. But despite of your all effort, सब प्रकार चेष्टा कला पर यदि पाइलो नहीं तल कम करू कंट काट दो. चेष्टा कलो, you give your best, try your best, give your best, try your best, but you failed. Do you commit suicide?
No problem.
Then what is your answer? Suppose again you tried, best, gave your best, you didn't get success in a particular field, but you really desire, then what will happen?
Depression माने आसीबो, stress पडिबो, depression आसीबो.
Why stress? Why depression?
सेरा फुलफिल हेलानी बेली से डिजायरटा कि मु पाई पाली नै तो कष्ट कली पाइली नै.
No what? A Krishna conscious person doesn't think that way. That is a materialistic person. सेटा हो जोटा भौतिकवादी विषयी लोक. तार भोग वासना भोग करिवार इच्छा अछि, तेणु करी से चेष्टा करछि, फेलुअर हैला. तार अर्थ लॉर्ड विल नॉट गिव हिम. अंडरस्टैंड?
जी प्रभु, ताको स्पिरिचुअल कॉज प्रभु नहीं होबनी ताको मैं
you just keep it open. Lord desires something else. Lord is not I am desiring,
but Lord is not.
My desire is not enough. जदि एपरि हेई थांता, मु चेष्टा करूची, मु इच्छा करूची, मु चेष्टा करूची, मु पाइबी, तार समस्त चेष्टा करू, समस्त पाई जांतु.
जी ब्रो.
यदि कहबे जहां मु चेष्टा करी कि समस्त चेष्टा करी समस्त पाइले, तो 100 जन धर आईएएस परीक्षा देई छथि, 100 जन पूरा चेष्टा, 100 जन आईएएस ऑफिसर होई जोई काई होनी बा.
लॉर्ड डिजायर करले से
तो सब बेलेटा विचार कर जे तुमे खाली इच्छा करिवो, चेष्टा करिवो, सक्सेस ता द्वारा आसीबनी. ओके
जी ब्रो.
तुम्हें इच्छा करिवो, चेष्टा करिवो, अगेन ता ऊपर रही भगवान की इच्छा. यदि भगवान की इच्छा न था खाली दीटा था, चेष्टा करो प्रचुर चेष्टा करे पाई जीवो, ताले जी नहीं चेष्टा करियो पाई जीवो. चेष्टा करो, समस्त चेष्टा करो, धनी हो जाओ. कई गरीब रहिबनी. समस्त चेष्टा करो, औषध बाहर कर, रोग विष रहिबनी. Understand?
जी ब्रो.
Yeah. तेणु करी कृष्ण चेतन जो मन भांति, those who are in Krishna consciousness, they give their best. They give their best, but if they don't get the result, they are not lamenting. They don't lament. They understand that definitely Lord has something else better than this for me. Okay?
जी ब्रो.
But a materialistic person, he becomes frustrated. and he commits suicide, and he comes to distress, he comes to that I am not qualified, that I am useless, I am a rascal, I am an idiot, and I should kill myself. But a Krishna conscious person thinks, no, I tried, I gave my best, my Lord doesn't desire. So the let Lord's desire happen. भगवान की इच्छा जहाँ तहाँ हो देखियो तापर कौन हो देखियो तापर दिन तो पत्रासी गोटे लेटर पहुंचो आउ गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट ये ठीक तू पाई 10,000 दरमा सेठी पाइबू 25,000 दरमा तो 10,000 दरमा पाई पागल होतुलु हां एई झियो को बाहाबी एई झियो को बाहाबी एई झियो को बाहाबी किंतु सेई झियो तो गोइठा मार दला हां से गर्लफ्रेंड से झियो गोइठा मार दला तो बड़े कान ऑनलाइन ने तो सब लोग सुनु जो हां गोइठा मारला तो ना मु सुसाइड कर दे अरे काई सुसाइड कर लाइफ इज टू फॉर कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस भगवान को निर्भर कर से आ गोटे बढ़िया झियो जोगई देबे क्या बढ़िया चाकरी जोगई देबे हम कि नहीं
जी ब्रो
yes and if you have a those who are devotees they are always positive in lifestyle. The devotees are always positive, but non-devotees they are every risk for a non-devotee. Life is full of risk for a non-devotee. Okay?
जी ब्रो
Samveer,
जी ब्रो
life is full of
risks for non-devotee
yes and full of pleasure.
devotees for devotees.
Why?
They Krishna consciousness. They do not lament or they do not
Do not lament for failure.
failure.
And don't enjoy their success.
And don't enjoy this.
They simply maintain standard of mind, equilibrium of mind, equal in both sense, right?
जी ब्रो
Equal in both situations. That is called spiritual attainment. That is spiritual position. Got it?
जी ब्रो
Okay, and here?
जी ब्रो
Any question? Anyone should ask? Anyone? Any question? Before we end?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, actually, I have a doubt regarding to this question that those who have got now materially benefit we got, those all are due to our past karma.
Yeah.
How is it? So, how can we understand these things? Because sometimes those who are not believe on God or Krishna, they also get their benefit in this life.
Yeah.
So,
you see, every living entity, Lord is always with the living entity as Paramatma, super soul, right? As super soul, Lord is always with the living entity. So Lord, as Paramatma, He knows the desire of the past life. For example, you and your friend, you are keeping 90 very good in mathematics or in physics, chemistry, all studies very good, right? Very excellent. Your friend is average, is not very excellent like you. But to become a IAS officer, suppose, you need not be very highly qualified person. Simply you need to answer a few questions. Right? Okay? So that happens by the Lord's mercy. And he gets that. Because he desired that. Lord supplied the intelligence and he got it. Whereas you are there, you are much higher student than him, but you are not getting that. Lord is keeping you reserved for devotional service. He is frustrating you in every field and keeping you reserved for devotional service. And He is giving you such a service, such an engagement, that you can execute devotional service. And in the last life, you had a desire to be a devotee, or you had done something for devotion. Whereas your friend had nothing, he had done nothing in his past life for devotion. He was completely materialistic person, but he could not fulfill his desire, his diet. Now Lord is fulfilling that. But you had some bhakti sukruti, though you are right now, in past life you had bhakti sukruti, in the present life you are highly intelligent, still Lord is keeping you for becoming a devotee. Because to understand Bhagavad Gita, to understand Bhagavatam, understand Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and understand Vedic philosophy, you need much more sharp intelligence than a top class IAS officer. Understand? You need more education, more intelligence, more sharp knowledge to become a qualified devotee. Because executing devotional service is supreme in all respects. So the success we see in this material world, they are not real success. They are the simply offerings of Maya to the conditioned souls, according to their karma, past karma. Okay? But as a devotee, what you need? Lord wants as a devotee, you become a pure devotee. You go back to Godhead. That's why He frustrates all your genuine desires. Whatever you desire, He frustrates all that. And He gives you that which is completely rare in this material world. Got my point?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
Convinced?
yes, Prabhuji. Sure.
Tell me yes or no, really?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. That is why, just like a wife, just like a chaste wife and husband, Krishna is your husband. Krishna is the husband of everyone. And He wants that we devotees should remain chaste to Him. And a proper husband only touches the chaste woman. He never touches a prostitute. So that is why devotees need to behave like a chaste woman. A chaste woman, a chaste wife may not be very beautiful, may not be highly qualified, may not be beautiful. Understand? Till Lord touches him, embraces him. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Lord needs only purity, that's all. Lord wants purity. No physical beauty, no strength, nothing. Lord simply wants your internal beauty, internal purity. And that you have to develop. And that is real beauty. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Clear?
Yeah.
Any more? Any more doubts of any devotee? Or I'm going to close. Are you convinced or not?
जी प्रभु
जी प्रभु जी।
We should close?
जी प्रभु
जी प्रभु जी।
ओके, हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
जय श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की
जय
जय जय
जय गुरु महाराज की
जय
जय
समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय
जय।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्णा।
प्रभु की
जय।